Hello guys, how are you today? I hope you are fine. I'm fine too, and now I'm going to quickly explain you what we have learned in unit number 6, actually section A, B and C. And some of you was ill and they wasn't able to attend some lessons. Some of you still has problems even they was at the lesson. Okay, anyway, I hope it will be good and useful for everyone in 6 Mach and 6 Has. So repeat all each section and homeworks, class note and homeworks from Google Classroom, and then look this video, and if you are still have some questions you can ask in comments. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to start in unit number 6 part A quickly because this is the basic graph basics here. I'll explain shortly. I think just maybe a few of you has some difficulties in this section because it was easy. Okay, the graphs. In unit number 6 we was talking about the graphs and we are still talking about the graphs. So we have mainly 4 different type of graphs. Bar graph, line graph, pie chart, pictograph. In the name of these 4 types you have a part graph here, graph and graph, but here we don't have a graph, but pie chart is a still type of a graph. I think this stuff is very easy. Here you have bars, here you have a circle divided into several parts, and here you have just some identities here and some pictures here. The number of the pictures explain how many people or how many books or how many cars just addicted to this just colors, or here maybe numbers or something, here maybe the prices, I don't know. We'll focus on line graphs. Here we have bars, here we have pie, here we have a picture, and here we have a line. It doesn't matter what kind of line we have. It can be like a curve or the straight line. So it's not problem. If you have a line, this is line graph. So, and we'll focus on this section, this part of graph, line graph, in unit number 6. Okay. So here, what's this? Guys, actually, for example, for having meal, we need a field. That field is our house and the table need. And we need a table to sit around and having our meal. For writing your homework, you need a field. That field is your copybooks. When you are writing in your copybooks. And for studying, you need a school and classroom. Classroom is your field for studying. And for having a line graph, we need a field. And that field is this. And this is called as coordinate plane, or coordinate field, or coordinate system, or just Cartesian system, okay? So let's see what we have in this field. For example, our table for just having the meal, it was a kind of field, and this field consists of one big table and some chairs around it, right? And in this field, for line graphs, in this field we have just 2 number lines here. One of them is horizontal, its name is x-axis, and another one is vertical, its name is y-axis, and they are intersecting in the plus shape and they are perpendicular each other. Okay? The horizontal one is x-axis, the vertical one is y-axis, okay? So the center of this coordinate plane, or in the other word, the intersection of these lines, I mean this point, is called as origin, or midpoint of coordinate plane, or center of coordinate plane, okay? 3 names. So, since these are number lines, and here is negative, here is positive, the middle point needs to be 0 here. We have 1, 0 for this horizontal line, 0, and we have another 0 on this vertical line because it has also positive and negative sections. So we have two zeros. That's why for each point in this coordinate plane determined by 2 points. For explaining any point, we need a 2 number, and this 2 number 0 0 describes this point, because in this point we have two zeros. On x-axis it is 0, on y-axis it is also 0. That's why 0 0 is the coordinate of origin. Okay, it's a place of origin, it's a seat of origin, it's a bed of origin. Okay, it's a bed of midpoint, it's a bed of let's say center of the origin. X-axis, y-axis, vertical, horizontal, 0 0. Any question? Asking comments. Okay, so basically these two lines, I mean x-axis and y-axis, divide our field in 4 different sections. You see, we have section 1 here, section 1 here, 1 here, and one of them is here. 4 sections we have, okay, 4 sections. And let's see if they are completely the same or we have some differences between them. Okay, here you see, in this section we have a part of x-axis and we have a part of y-axis, and all numbers on these two axes are positive. We have positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and we have positive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. All numbers are positive here. Okay, let's see what about the next part. Here we have numbers, positive numbers on y-axis, but negative number on x-axis, right? Oh, they are different. They are not completely the same. They seem to be the same, but they are not. So, in this section, look, we have negative numbers here and negative numbers here. You see? They are different. And here we have x negative, y positive, and here we have x positive and y negative. So these 4 sections are not the same. They have some differences. They have some sign differences. Some numbers, the sign of some numbers changing through these sections. Okay? So that's why because of these differences we have 4 different names for each section. Basically the names are the same, but the numbers, the extension of this name is not the same. So this is quadrant 1, this is first quadrant, which is the signs of x are positive, the signs of y also positive. This is second quadrant, the sign of x is negative, sign of y is positive. This is quadrant number 3, both are negative, x are negative, y are negative. And the last quadrant, the quadrant number 4, the x are positive, the numbers on the x are positive, and the numbers on the y axis are negative. So 2 positive, negative positive, 2 negative, positive negative. So, and the number of quadrants are starting from this quadrant and turning in counterclockwise direction, not clockwise direction. Okay, don't confuse it. Counterclockwise direction, counterclockwise. Okay, counterclockwise, not clockwise. Okay. So, any question, comments is there? Ask. Okay, as I said before, for explaining any point in this field, for example, let's see that you have a table in a circle shaped table you have, let's say, and you are sitting around the table. And let's say that I am trying to explain that in which location you have sat or you are sitting. So, for explaining your sit, I can say that you are sitting between your mom and dad. Okay? Or you are sitting between your dad and your brother. But here, for explaining the location of each point, I need to have 2 points, 2 numbers, okay? Which I am going to write them in the bracket, and I am putting comma between them, bracket, two numbers between them, I have a comma. And this number, first number, represent x coordinate of that point, and the next number represent y coordinate of that point, and comma here. And why ordered pair, not just pair? Because they have an order between them. First x must come, second y must come. First set is for x coordinates, second set is for y coordinates. It can't be yx, always x and y. Okay? That's why the name is ordered pair. Clear? Okay. So, as you see, we have example 24.24. As I said before, first set is for x, that's why this is x coordinate, and second set is for y, that's why it is y coordinate. Clear? Okay. Let's find its set, its place, its location on our field, on the coordinate plane. Okay. Here we have our coordinate plane. This is so since 2 represent x coordinate, I'll try to find 2 on x line, on x axis. So this is my x axis, which is horizontal. Okay, 2 is positive number. I am not going to work with this section because in this sections all numbers are negative. I am going to look for 2 in this section because here we have positive numbers. Okay, 0, 1 and 2. That's it. This is my number 2. And then I am going to find 4. 4 is positive. So I am not going to look for 4 here because here I have negative numbers. I am going to look for 4 in this section. Okay, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's there. So this red dot represents the location of this point, 2, 4. 2 on x-axis, 4 on y-axis. That's it, guys. So let's quickly review what the special words we have learned in this section. So, coordinate system, I said, this is field. This is our field that we are going to work on in unit number 6. X-axis, horizontal, y-axis vertical, and origin is the intersection point. Intersection point here is the origin. And quadrant, we have 4 sections, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 quadrant we have, but their signs, the number of, actually, they have differences between them. Difference is the signs of the numbers on x-axis and y-axis are changing if you are moving through one quadrant to another. So ordered pair, in bracket, 2 numbers, comma between them. This is our ordered pair. Just we have an order, first x, second y. So x coordinate, y coordinate, I said, the last one, the plot. The plot means that, for example, if I ask you if I ask you plot this point, plot this dot, plot this, just maybe I tell you the numbers in brackets, I tell you the ordered pair, you need to find its location, its place on our field, on our coordinate plane. That is called plot a point, not find the place of the point. Find the place of the point 2, 4. No, it's not. It doesn't just sound good. The plot a point sound good and cool. Okay, plot a point. Plot a point 2, 4. Just we have plotted the point 2, 4 here. The red dot represents this point, and we did a plotting operation. Plot a point. Good. Okay, that's it for unit number 6 and part A. And now in the second video we are going to look part B. See you next. Bye.